glasses would help. I've got this. That's better now, I can see. All right, Nina, are you there? I'll just unplug that for a bit. Put this in. Nina, you're there. All right, nobody's here at the moment, just you and I. I just got to put that phone on charge. Can't look at that phone today, so I'm going to have to drop in and out. I didn't even check that phone yesterday to see whether... I've been using this new stuff that I ordered online for my hair, where you wash your hair and then you rub this stuff in your hair. And if you've got curly hair, which I always had straight sort of hair, but now it's sort of got this curl going on, you rub it in and it's supposed to make the curls look better, but it does nothing for this. Oh, this piece that hangs across my eyes, I might chop it off and make a bang or a fringe, whatever you call it. All right, Nina, let's look at your star sign first. So think about a yes and no. Yeah, do the tarot on that question number 8, because these angel deck things, unless yes or no or unlikely or whatever comes out, you know, or it says within a few months, sometimes with a yes or no question, it doesn't actually make sense with these, which sounds bizarre, but, you know, like if unlikely comes out, pretty much it's, you know, it's not going to happen, whatever. But when you see things like helpful or helpful people, bringing meditation will bring an answer, there's a yes. Recovery, waiting. Things like wait, unlikely, yes, no, they're pretty straightforward. I'm thinking of separating these cards to cards that actually mean yes or no, and then not using the other ones, just using the other ones as messages, because you want a more of an answer. That's why I said if you do tarot, there's tarots like that's lovely and positive, that's very negative. So if you take that no is the negative answer, yes is the positive answer, a negative card would be no, a positive card would be yes. So, and plus, depending on what you're asking, if you're asking, is somebody going to go get a new job, or am I going to buy a house? If you got the 10 of Pentacles or you got Ace of Wands, it could be documents and money. So it makes sense for me anyway. All right, so let's do your star sign first. Hey there, Bethel, how you going? Did you get my email about the dreams and the birds? And I was just sitting there while I was waiting for the hubby yesterday, and he was playing snooker. And I was just sitting there really sort of thinking about the dream and what messages were coming to me about what it was. Now, what I wanted to do for you, Bethel, was I wanted to ask about the dream through the cards. I wanted to do that for you. So yeah, we might look into that. At the moment, we've got you, Nina, and somebody else is watching us at the moment. They haven't spoke yet. But we're going to work on Nina's question from yesterday. I owe her a freebie for her helping yesterday. I always do a yes or no for her, and plus I wanted to look at star signs today. So yeah, Bethel, we'll look at your star sign. We might shuffle and ask why you dreamt what you dreamt. Now, there is people starting to log on, so let's get Nina's thing done first. Okay, Nina, we're going to first look at your star sign. So think about a yes and no question. You can type it on the screen if you want to. This is not the question you asked me yesterday. This is just your star sign. So if anybody watching is Aries, if you are Aries, sun, moon or rising, I should have bought a clip to put this hair up here. It's starting to really drive me nuts. Yeah, so if you are Aries, Sun, Moon or Rising, this is for you. This is the week ahead, but it's also a yes or no, okay? So this is for Aries people. Here we go. Okay, so Aries, we get a yes, we get a yes, we get a maybe. So it's a maybe yes with your question, Aries people. We got something to do with a sexual attraction. It can be fertility. Congratulations if somebody's pregnant. This looks like maybe somebody's pregnant, getting engaged, getting married, or going from just a sexual attraction to something more deeper. So that what could be on the horizon for Aries. You're going to be a little bit lost with what you need to do. It's like you got the job that you want, but you're sort of not progressing, or you're with the person, but it's not progressing. So I feel like you feel a bit stuck at the moment, Aries, but you will get to the other side eventually, especially if these two sitting here. Let's just see what you had at the bottom. At the bottom of the deck, you've been told to wait. You got the moon. It's not the moon like in the tarot. This one's all about the timing, the waiting. You might be told that in a month's time, in answer to your question. You asked if Diego is thinking about you. Okay, so I'd say that he's thinking about you sexually. He's thinking about possible meeting up with you or something, but at the moment he's sort of stuck on a bridge of where he needs to be. And maybe in time he will, but underneath you won't like it. We've got the sly fox there, someone being sneaky and lying, all of that sort of thing. All right, Nina, let's look at, would you be meeting someone in the near future? We'll do it with tarots. Yes or no? Will Nina be meeting someone more solid instead of these, what did you call them, immature, I'm not going to say the word on camera, something boys, F-boys. Will Nina meet someone more mature to have a more deeper kind of relationship connection to in the near future? So we'll do, top is the question and bottom is just some more here. So I'm just catching up with yesterday. I forgot to do Nina's thing. At the moment, no. Nina, you're getting a no here. You got a no, maybe. So you've got your own battle on your hands. So if you did hypothetically meet the one, I feel like you would still be looking, or you'll still be asking about Diego, or somebody else will ring you up and you'll still want to connect with them. So I think that that's a battle going on within yourself. It's no. The moon is my least favourite card in the deck. You've got the moon here. It's a negative energy. It's a secret energy. I'd have to say that this is leaning towards no as well, about meeting someone mature and stable and maybe having a relationship with this person at this time. Now, this is just now. You've also got this Seven of Pentacles card here. This is where you're investigating and looking at certain people. You might be looking at their Facebook or their profile on a dating app or whatever. So I feel like you're going to be looking at things, but I don't feel that you're going to find what you want just yet. Bottom of the deck, your other messages were Tower, holding on to something from the past, which I'm pretty much thinking that's Diego. You will come about with some kind of change here. The Queen of Pentacles, she's usually about caring, nurturing, long-term commitments, all of that, but it's off in the distance at the moment, that kind of thing. So I think that sometimes you get with these certain people, you're quite happy with what you're doing, having a bit of fun and games with people, and then sometimes you start to want something that's going to be there every day, or at least a couple of times a week, or someone where you pick up the phone and they come and pick you up and you go somewhere, or I think sometimes you want that and other times you don't want it. Other times you want to explore and have other things. So I think that, yeah, you're up and down with things, but in regards to your main question for yesterday, for your free reading, yeah, that was pretty much a maybe not at the moment. So I think you're going to keep meeting these young, immature guys while you're opening the door and letting them in. They're going to keep coming. All right, so what do we got at the moment? We've got Chris here, and we've got Bethel. Bethel, what we might do now, Chris, if you've got anything you want me to look at, just let me know. You don't have to pay or anything. You girls both made payments this week anyway. So if you want me to look at something, a dream or something like that. So Bethel, we were talking and I passed on that message about the dream thing yesterday. And just as I mentioned that, can you hear that? That was the birds outside. I'll just put the hearing aids on. I don't really need them today. As you can tell, the television thing is turned down. Oh, Chris, do you know what happened yesterday? You know how I did your, oh, you've sent a donation. Okay, well, we're moving on to Chris. Chris, yesterday, you know when I did your private reading and I had it set to unlisted, right? And I was recording it in that room and the music was playing. And I did 2 recordings for your 2 questions that you paid for. All right, so when you did that, when I did that reading for you, and then I said they disappeared, like the readings disappeared. Remember I said, I don't know where they are. Next thing I know, they were back. You know what actually happened? I got an email from YouTube, and YouTube told me that this particular video, and I looked at it and it was yours, it was one of them, it said there has been a copyright claim made on this video. And I thought, I made that video as unlisted and I sent it to you, and so YouTube must have a computer that when you go live, it automatically starts scanning or something for music. But the whole thing is, you had 2 readings, both of them went for like, I don't know, 13, 14 minutes or something. There was music playing constantly the whole time. And this one song got picked up on one of the readings. And it said, so then when I looked at the reading, it said, you don't need to do anything. There's no strike against you. What will happen now is either this person may choose to earn money from that video. Well, I thought it's not going to go anywhere. It's just you looking at it, and maybe if you show somebody or something. Yeah, I just thought it was really strange. That's the first time that's ever happened, because I thought at first maybe it was my live session that they were linked to. And I checked the live session, and the live section said public, and then it said no restrictions. The one I sent to Bethel, her reading, done... Oh no, Bethel's reading was done in here. I came in here and I live with her, one-on-one in Messenger. I didn't use YouTube. The other reading I did was for City Babe. City Babe's reading was done in that room. Music was playing in the background. Hers was just said unlisted, no restrictions. The 2 I did for you said unlisted, and one of them said copyright. The other one said copyright, and then it had a red $sign. The other one had a black $sign and it said copyright restriction. So for some reason, the 2 videos I did for you, I don't know if it's because you get to do one video unlisted live and then the next ones have got, but that's the first time it's happened. And I've done that many times now. So I have no idea what happened there, but somebody's claiming rights to the song that was playing in the background. And I listened to the first 8 minutes of the video and I cannot hear any songs. I can hear music, but I can't make out what's singing. And then when I listened to City Babe's reading, you can clearly hear the music playing. So I don't know what happened. Maybe there were people who tried doing unlisted readings and then turned around and listed them to try and get around. Ah, yes. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's what people do. Yeah, I never thought of that. So maybe the little computer picked up that I was doing a live recording, and it picked up a certain amount. I think it's got to be a certain amount of the music playing that you can recognise what song it is. So obviously I must have went quiet at one point and the song was playing and it's picked up on that music, and the YouTube computer's gone ding, 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 alarm bells. This has got copyright music on it. There's no permission for this music. Anyway, it doesn't mean anything to me. I don't get any strike against it. I wasn't making money out of the video anyway. It was just a recording. You know, it's not like it's going to go out there and people are going to watch it. And that's why I pulled down the videos of me and my hubby traveling, because I put music on it. The music was supposed to be free. It said, just sign up and you don't get any copyrights against you. And I posted one and it didn't do a copyright, the lightning bolts, which was a shit video, so I took it down. And then the second one I posted, which was the trip away, that's been sitting on the computer for ages. And I put the music on it twice. Like, I used 2 sets of music and it only picked up on one set of music. So I'm wondering whether it was because I used it on the lightning video and then I used it on another video. So I've used this one person's music, even though I nominated where the music came from, that I had the rights to use the music. The same thing come up saying that any money that is made on this video will go to the other person. And I thought that's the only reason I posted it. Anyway, guys, it looks like I've got some other donations. Hopefully this is charged now, which it is. I'll just check the donations. All right, what do we got? I sent a test message from this phone to that phone one day. It failed because there's no credit on the phone. And I've deleted it and everything, and every day I turn this phone off, it says message failed, message failed. The same message from ages ago. All right, we have, oh, Bethel's paid as well. All right, so Crystal's first with, will I get the job at Faber Institute? Oh, good luck. Good luck. Okay, so we're looking at a detailed for Crystal. Let me just write this down. So Mama B or Crystal or Bethel, you can put these in order. So Chris is first with a detailed reading. Bethel, oh, you made a payment. You want continuation of the last reading without name though. Any messages that come out or whatever. Okay, so about the Aries, detailed reading about the Aries for Bethel. Funny enough, Chris, oh no, your payment's pending. I was just going to say your payment's not pending today. The other ones were pending for 24 hours. But yeah. Okay, then we have Lily. Welcome to the room, Lily. I don't know if you've come in before. You've paid for a detailed reading, I believe, as well. Let me just quickly look. Oh, okay, yeah, so you've got a different name on here. It says Lily, but it says a different name on here. All right, so we got 3 at the moment, is that correct? I'm just letting it stream through. Okay, so that's our 3 readings at the moment. So Chris, you're up first. I just read that where you're wanting the job again. Faber Institute. So over the previous months, I said something about a job opportunity, something new. So it looks like this might be it. Okay, Faber Institute. Okay, Chris, you're up first. Here we go. Nina, if you can just put the 3 names. We're working on Chris at the moment, or Bethel or somebody. So we got Chris, Bethel, and then Lily. We'll put a stop, a freeze on the readings until I catch up, just because of timing and people coming in the room. I didn't realise Bethel had paid, and then I got another payment. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been sitting here talking all about the copyright thing. All right, here we go for Chris. Chris has a question. Will she get the job she's applied for at the Faber Institute? Will Chris get the job that she's applied for at the Faber Institute. Show me what's going to go down about Chris and this new job. Chris, you know how I say red cards are positive energy and wishes coming true and things going your way and plans working out, and black cards are stress and strain and difficulties and roadblocks. Yeah, GRAM, just hang in there. I'm just working on 3 readings. When I get to the second reading and nearly finished it, if I haven't had payments or whatever, then you can make payment. We'll just see how timing goes. Look what we got, Chris. 5 diamonds and the King of Spades. This basically is the new job. The 5 represents the job itself, something outside of your home life, something outside of your family. King would represent the boss. Now, male or female, doesn't matter, but he would represent the rule person, the person who's deciding. 3 of diamonds, working together, new people, new friendships, new associations. 8 of diamonds, like 8 of pentacles, working, money coming in, 3 going to 8. Queen of diamonds, Queen of hearts, 10 of hearts, King of diamonds, and Queen of spades. I'd have to say that this is a straight out wow. Not only do I feel you're getting the job, you're going to be fantastic at this job, and you're going to be associating with a whole group of new people that you click with. Now, at the same time, I'm getting messages about something romantic here on the end. With this 10 of hearts, King of diamonds, which is someone's looking at displaying love and generosity and security with you. You're deciding what you want here. You're sort of looking, yeah, no, not too sure. Wow. Let's see what's at the bottom. What's hidden about this new position? Surprise. Some sort of unknown here. A lot of hard work ahead, new beginnings, movement and job, changing up with what's going on with your home life. Then we do have, okay, we do have a little bit of stress and struggle. Now, I think this is to do with where you're at right now. So obviously, if you're getting this job, you may be finishing up where you are. I don't know if you're going to do 2 jobs part-time or what you're going to do, but this looks to me like a little bit of difficulty breaking free from where you are, or a little bit of stress about it. It's minimal because it's 3s and it's 4s. It's not 6, 10, 9. I just feel like that might be trying to transition, trying to swap over, getting used to the rhythm. I also feel there's somebody a little bit jealous about things. Maybe somebody else applied for this job that already works there, that thought that they were going to get the position, and then in you come. I'm hoping that this is correct, that you're definitely getting this position, because this is looking pretty phantasmagorical. Something I haven't said in a long time, phantasmagorical. Fantastic. Let's have a look at what the tarots have to say about this new job position. Yeah, we're just putting a hold on reading, guys. So just let's see how we go. Just a little quick pause till we get to the next reading, and then I'll take one more on. And then we'll pause again and I'll take one more on, because I've got 3 detailed readings at the moment. Show me Crystal and this job at the Faber Institute. I've actually got a massage osteopath therapist whose first name is Ferber. And so when you wrote Faber, I'm thinking of Ferber. I haven't had to go to him in ages. Ever since I do gym and walking with the hubby, I just haven't had to go and see him in a long time. All right, Crystal and the Faber Institute. All right, they've dropped out, so let's have a look. Will you be getting the job? We have the Hierophant, we have the memories with the Six of Cups here. We have the Page of Cups. Now I feel, because we're asking about a job and everything, I feel this is the offer. I feel the Page of Cups is the offer. I think this job is more than just a job, or it's going to be more than just a job. It's going to be something you're very passionate about, something you're very good at. I think you're going to be very well liked within this position as well. I'm not too sure what the Faber Institute is or what you would be doing there. But yeah, nice cards, nice energy. You do have this Ace of Cups overflowing. You then have the Hangman, the waiting around, and then followed by victory and success. So 6 cards that all to me are talking about that within time you're very successful with this. You are definitely signing the contracts. I'd say that the Hierophant is all about the contract side of things and doing things the right way, not the wrong way. The Six of Cups is your attachment to where you are at the moment and moving on and breaking those bonds or whatever, and moving forward. But you will still hang, or something will still hang in the background in the beginning stages. We got some fast, swift movement going on here with the Page of Swords coming up. You will be juggling the 2 situations at some point here. And then we got the Nine of Pentacles. Now, normally the Nine of Pentacles, as you would know, is single energy when we're talking about relationships. When we're talking about work, the Nine of Pentacles to me is basically like cashing in at one job, or retiring or finishing with one job and then getting some kind of payout or something. So I don't know if where you've been working you're entitled to some kind of payout, but it does look like this could be about the money of where you're going. And it can also mean that once you get in this job, you'll be there for a long time, long-term commitment till maybe 10 years, maybe more. So let's see what's at the bottom. We have the recovery period. We have the Ten of Wands, and then we have the Three of Wands. So I feel like any dramas that come up may be to do with where you're working right now, not wanting to let people down and wanting to be there, but needing to move on at the same time. But I think that's short, because then you've got the Three of Wands where you're going, okay, out of this big burden and stuff that I don't want to do anymore, I'm choosing what I want to do and I'm going in the right direction. We do have an offer underneath this as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to get more information on a couple of the cards here. The Six of Cups, more information why Crystal got the Six of Cups for this new job. Why is the Six of Cups here? Okay, so there's some mystery about the job or about where you're at right now, or maybe you're keeping this thing to yourself until you're sure that you've got the job and you're going to move forward. So I think that may be you being secretive about things with people where you are right now. But you've got Nine of Cups coming here. So I'm thinking that this is all to do with your passion and your drive and what you're doing. Because Nine of Cups is beautiful energy there. It's wishes coming true. Now, let's see. I don't need to do Hangman. I just want to see this Nine of Pentacles at the end here. Why did you get Nine of Pentacles in regards to this new job? Okay, so you got the contract here with the Four of Wands. As you know, Four of Wands is usually about some kind of commitment. We're talking about a job. So this is you laying down the foundation of your commitment to the new job. If you're not getting that particular job, you're definitely getting something. There's some new job position here. And then we've got the Fool. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Ending with one thing, starting something new. So very good energy there, Crystal. So let's just do some Lenormand before we get to 2 yes and no's for you. That sun on my head is starting to get really hot. I sat here because it was really cold over there. All right, show me just a little bit more information for Crystal. 3 from the top and 3 from the bottom for this new job she's applied for at the Faber Institute. Wow. This is you looking at what you've got to do. They're looking and investigating you. They might be looking at your past history, where you've worked before, what skills you've got. Somebody desires you for the job. I don't know why he's here. This is usually about passion, sex, desire. I just feel like this is somebody that wants you in that job. We got our new beginning here. We've got the little baby here. Now, the weird thing is, Crystal, this is normally about fertility and pregnancy when we get the two side by side. This is father and child. This is fertility, making a baby, and there's the baby. But I think that because we're asking about the job and everything, this is them investigating you, who you are, what you are. This is somebody that says, we need her here. She's a shining star. And this is you starting with your beginning. Bottom of the deck, we had maybe trying to juggle two things at once. So you might still be working at one place and another place and trying to do it. It may cause some confusion on your part or somebody else's part. And then you finally find the direction to move forward. So there's a little bit of, I think it's to do with where you're working currently, a little bit of sort of unknowns and everything going on there. All right, I'll put this over to the other side. I'm going to have to move. Yeah, anyway, I'll plod through, getting the readings done. And all right, so yes and no, I'm going to do with tarots. I'm not going to do it. I should have got the other tarot deck out. I think I might have left it at home. I'll check in a minute. All right, so 2 yes and no's for you, Crystal. Just think about yes or no and see what we get. And up next, we've got Bethel. Now, Bethel, you want more information on the dreams you've been having about that particular Aries. Just any more information, any messages coming out about that situation. All right, here we go. First question, we've got a yes, yes, yes. We've got Queen of Swords, Chariot, so that's you going on your journey. And Page of Swords, I feel like, is swift action is happening. You've got 2 cards about speed and fast-paced. But I just feel this is telling me, indicating a new beginning, because you're going backwards, but you're not going backwards. What I mean by going backwards, this is the new start. The Page is the starting point, the King is the finishing point. So I feel that you're sitting here on your finishing point, you're going in a new direction, and this is your starting point. It looks like it's all going to happen really quickly. Everything's going to happen very quickly once you get going. So your first question, I'm giving you a yes. Your second question, I'm giving you a balanced yes. A yes if you believe in it, and another yes with the 10 of Pentacles. So whatever your questions were, we've got justice, balance. You may be dealing with a Libra coming up. We've got High Priestess energy here. So you're being told to trust in your own intuition, trust in what you feel. And you've got success here and some kind of celebration coming up as well. This may be a wedding or something coming up as well, where 2 people are joining under the law, under the government, under the God, whatever. But yeah, this could be something to do with a wedding. My hair is driving me insane. I wish I bought a clip or something. I don't think I've got any in my bag. Yes, I'm giving you a maybe yes on the second question, but I like this, especially if you're still thinking about the job and that, because that's about success. If you're thinking about the house or anything like that, that's purchasing the house, and that would be the government part of the purchase of the house, and trusting in your own gut, trusting in what you want. Let me just check how these cards all are, because I turned them all yesterday, so they shouldn't be upside down. All right, I'm going to have to move for the next one, so I'm just going to move this over and move everything over. Whew. Oh, that's much better. Sorry guys, I just couldn't sit there any longer. It was just getting hotter and hotter and hotter. To cool this place down. water out of the sun. It'll go hot pretty quick, and I'll just get rid of it. Alright, sorry about that. Back we go. Hey there, JD. Readings are on pause just till I get to halfway through the next one. As soon as I'm halfway through the next one, then we got Lily after that with a detailed reading. So I'm going to be busy for at least about 20 to 30 minutes from now. So in about 20 minutes time, I will open up for more readings. But I do believe GRAM is waiting as well. Okay, so just come back in about 20 minutes or hang around, it's up to you. So let's move on with Bethel. Now Bethel, did we say anything? Where's my other phone? Let me just log into YouTube. Okay, so, James is paid already. So James, you've jumped in there. Double mini. James, now if GRAM was going to make a payment, I believe GRAM was actually waiting. So if GRAM's waiting, they would actually be after Lily. All right, so Bethel, continuing on with the last reading. Any messages that come out on whatever I see. Okay. All right, so here we go, Bethel. Jeff GRAM, go ahead and make your payment, because what I can do, everybody knows, I can record your reading and send it to you if people start coming in here. I mean, it's only 20 past 11, but yesterday they came in here at 10 to 12. So yeah, that caused problems. All right, so let's go with Bethel's reading now. What other messages are there around? I'm just going to think about your question in my mind, so I don't say the person's name online. I'm asking, show me what the messages are you should be taking from the dream you had, the dreams you had, in regards to that person. Okay, so we're going to do this in rows of 3, because I think that would be the better way to look at this. Funny enough, the first row is cards that represent a pregnancy, a cesarean birth. And also 2 children, double birth or twins. Because we got both jokers coming out in one sequence, both 9s coming out, and then we got this ace of diamonds coming out. Now, in regards to money and things like that, this could be some kind of payout that's been waited for, and it finally covers some kind of costs and things like that. So you could have some nice financial surprise coming towards you. That's the first thing I'm seeing. But in regards to the dream, the funny thing is that the dream was a pregnancy dream, as well as other parts of things that you were dreaming of that you told me. I think this is what we should take from it. Although you dreamt and it felt real, and you know that feeling went on for a while, I think the Black 9 finishing it off is that the reality is that there is no pregnancy at this time, not too close in the near future. There's nothing there in regards to that. So it's kind of showing that it's a shock and a surprise. And on the one hand, you might have felt, wow, I can imagine that. I can imagine being with that person, having a baby with that person, how that would have felt, and all of that sort of thing. But then I think that the Black one is showing that it's just not there. It's not happening. The next row, when we move down a bit, and we're going to put a hold on everything because we've got somebody who's coming now. So we'll just put a stop on everything. If you are paying for readings, we may have to do them in recordings. All right, we move on to the middle part, where messages you should take from this is about, well, I'm feeling like this is someone secure and everything with you. There's some kind of security here that I'm feeling with this. Although he can be a player kind of energy, he can be fun, loving. I just feel like this is two strong people together. So I don't know if this is somebody else and it's nothing to do with the particular person you dreamt of. So maybe the dream was, although you were dreaming of that particular person, it's showing you that you can have that, but this is somebody else. I don't feel this is him. And I don't think you want this with him. I think you, when you look at the situation, you look at it as an irresponsible action, that it wouldn't work, or that he's irresponsible or childish or whatever. Your outcome cards are showing me, number one, a soulmate card, but then it's showing me that the soulmate connection doesn't match because you're sitting in the middle of something that doesn't match here. It's where somebody's not speaking, where somebody's not telling the truth as well. You've got all the queens have come out. You've got Queen of Clubs, Queen of Diamonds, Queen of Hearts, Queen of Spades come out of the whole deck. 15 cards, 4 of them are the queens. You've got one male energy, the king, and although that connection is done, it's finished, I feel that there's still a connection going on. And I'm kind of feeling like this person that you're dreaming of and thinking of or whatever, that you're not putting it out there to project it onto him, that he's projecting onto you. I also feel that because I'm being shown all the females, if you were to have a baby down the track, definitely a girl, because we've got girl energy everywhere. I think that female that was involved with the Aries, I think she may be thinking about you and pushing that out there. I think the conversation that you had in regards to things being inappropriate, blah, 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 I think that conversation happened with her as well. And she now sits there and pushes these projections onto you. Because the ace is your mind. And so we start off your mind with the pregnancy. And it's a shock. And you've got the double jokers, which is a shock, like with what's going on. Then you wake up and the reality is there is no pregnancy. And there's not going to be a pregnancy. You're not with this person. But I think with these females everywhere, it's trying to tell me that the reason you're thinking about this person, they're dreaming about this person, is there's still a connection. I don't feel like you wake up and go, bang, I'm going to think about this person all day. I think that this other person's projecting and putting this in your face. Because I'm not seeing a nice energy here with these two females. These two females here, they don't mix with each other, they don't talk to each other, they don't need to talk to each other. One of them is feeling very fiery, very angry. The other one is sort of like, go away. You know, I feel that the Queen of Hearts is you, because this is your reading. I feel that she's somebody that's portraying herself as the victim or the person who has had a lot of shit happen to her. Meanwhile, you're trying to dust yourself off and walk away from this situation. So hopefully this is making sense for you, Bethel. Let's see what else we get. Bottom of the deck. What are you dreaming about? What was the other person's name? I can't remember if you said it was L or V. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Not the male's name, not the Aries. All right. What's hidden underneath all of this that you might not know, you're being told about an actual pregnancy in the future. We got fertility, we got the 9 months, we got the 7, moving together with somebody, we got the child, we got the celebration of the family. This is beautiful energy. So there are some hidden messages in a good way that, although it might not be with the Aries, you'll probably be thanking God that you're not with the Aries when you finally get this situation. But it does look like you will be either involved with somebody that's already had a baby, or you yourself would be going down the baby track. Now, I don't know if you've told me that you can't have babies or something, or whether you've just never had the opportunity. You do have a black 9 here. So if this was to do a pregnancy, on the one hand, you would feel, oh my God, I'd really love to do that, have somebody by my side, have this baby, have this love, stability. On the other hand, it scares the hell out of you. It's like, no, I don't want to go down that path. Plus the fact that we got double 9s would represent 2 children down the track. But the other thing I'm getting from this, what is the messages with the 2 red cardinal birds, or the dreaming of the pregnancy and the birth? I think you're transitioning from a bit of up and down and stress and lies and just things not making sense to the stress and fears being over and stability finally coming in. That you're going to get balance back. So let's just see what the tarots have to say. Actually, the buzzer's gone already. We'll do 3 from the top and 3 from the bottom of the Norman deck. Show me what else Bethel needs to know in regards to having these dreams and seeing the birds. What does Bethel need to know coming up? Up next we got Lily. Then if G-Ram did make a payment, I don't know if he did or didn't. If he did, he'll be next, and then you, James. I'll continue on. There's just one person sitting in here at the moment. And it just happens to be on a day where they've turned that damn television down. I mean, I can hear it, but it's not like before. What should you take from this? Get out and celebrate and enjoy life. Being lucky, being in the right place at the right time, or making the right decision, it was a lucky thing. It was a good thing to do. And that there's going to be some kind of either you applying or writing or some kind of communication or something coming in that you've been waiting for here. It could be telling you to start investigating and studying something, looking into something. But these are really, really good energies here. I'm not seeing negative stuff that needs to come out of this. Bottom of the deck, the other message is about why you're dreaming about particular people or why you're thinking about these things. We do have the burdens there. There is some kind of burden attached to this thing. You're waiting for an apology. Maybe you're going to get it. But you're also being told about the child. So the child that never was, maybe, could be the child that you thought could have been. Anyway, let's do some yes and no with the tarots and get last messages, and then we'll move on. G-Ram did make a payment. I'll check that in a sec. So we got G-Ram and Astro Love. Yeah, we can do yours, and I can send you a recorded video if I don't get time or if people start coming in here. James, the same thing. So James will be after G-Ram. Okay. Hey, Nina and Chris, and Bethel, I actually did the money bowl thing today. It's all about this possibility of us doing Airbnb. We're moving along with things we're going to be doing. Unfortunately, if we do Airbnb, I might not be online much at all anymore. But you can always contact me via email and get readings. But yeah, it might sort of slow up a bit more. All right, this is last thing. 2 questions for you, yes or no. Bethel, let's see what we get. Hopefully we get a yes or a no. We've got a probably no, It was in reverse. Probably yes. Have I got these all upside down? Yes, I have. Okay, so a no, a yes, and a yes. I'm going to give you more of a yes on your first question. Your messages here are being felt like you're left out. It could be that the other person feels left out at the moment. There's been no contact, whatever. A possible union between you and somebody, maybe not the Aries, maybe somebody new, and being invited somewhere and learning something new. Your second question, we've got a if you trust in yourself, a yes and a yes. So if you trust in yourself and you trust in the direction and what you need to do, you've got a yes there. You've got all the intuition card coming out. You've got the balance and the justice card coming out. Now justice, recently I was looking up some things and I found out that justice sometimes can come out, especially if it's upside down, which it wasn't. Justice sometimes can come out to mean that you know what something is, you know it's either good for you or not good for you, but you're going to do it anyway. So that can be somebody else's energy. There's other people coming in here now. And we got strength card to finish off. Okay, so next up was, we've done Chris, Bethel, Lily. Lily, can I have your question? What's coming towards you? For a detailed reading, we do like sort of 1 month. I can look at 2 months, but usually the readings are around a 1 month period, but we'll look at the 2 months. Okay, so what I'm going to do, Lily, is your name Lily or is it that other name that's on PayPal? Because there's a name starting with D on PayPal. So is your name actually Lily or is it the name that's on there? If you don't want me to say your name, that's fine, but when I'm focusing, I'll focus on the proper name. It's the other name. Okay, I'll focus on that. Okay, let's do Lily's detailed reading. I'll just quickly check on GRAM. Oh, those people went out. So we're okay, guys. We'll keep traveling. But I've no doubt in my mind that the workers will be coming in here in the next 20 minutes or so. Those people decided to leave because of what I'm doing. Okay, we've got GRAM with... GRAM, what are we doing for you? Are we doing 2 minis or are we doing a detailed reading or something? Because you paid a bit over a detailed reading, but enough for 2 minis. So confirm with GRAM what we're doing there. Because sometimes certain people, I can't remember who they are, but some people pay me extra when they're having a detailed reading. And the dollar could be different today as well. Anadilia? All right. All right, so up next is we're setting the clock for Lily. Okay, here we go. Detailed reading for, okay, detailed for GRAM. And detailed for Anna, I think it was. I'll have to check that again later. Okay, Lily, here we go. What's coming towards you? I'm going to focus on your real name, so I'm going to be quiet for a minute, guys. Now, this might not necessarily be fantastic things that are coming. It might be health things, it might be love things, it might be work things, but we'll see. So we'll do it, 7 cards will represent each month, and you're not going to like the first 7. Some tough times, Lily. Tough times, but it turns around, thank God. The next month looks a lot better. Okay, so your reading starts off with a lot of stuff-ups caused by somebody else. A lot of black energy sitting in front of you. 7s are where you get a new job or you get a new relationship or you end a relationship and whatever. That's where you're making planning and choices and movement. There's some kind of movement going on. When they're black, especially with a black 9 and a black 10, it simply could mean that there's a spirit energy around you, somebody that was either born or died in July. possibly somebody that was here and then suddenly bang, they were gone. So you may have this spirit energy around you, and they're trying to help you not make a mistake. They're trying to help you to, if you want to do something, to do it. But I feel like this can be about stress, insecurity, a fear of failure. But the double black sevens to me is where if you plan to go to the supermarket tomorrow and you're going to spend $100, that's it. You would go to a different place, you'd end up spending $200 because somebody else changed the plan. So I'm seeing that during the last months or whatever, and maybe even the last year, somebody else has changed your plan. So if you were involved in a romantic relationship, maybe that person just suddenly up and ended it. If you were going to a certain school, maybe you've left school. You know what I mean? So I just feel like there's been some dramatic, heavy-duty thinking going on, sleepless nights, whatever. Yes, someone has been switching up a lot on you. Okay, so this is stressing you out. It doesn't feel nice, you know. It's sort of like, why again? The good news is you've finally got something coming the way you want it. Now, I don't know how old you are, but if you're in the market for being pregnant, or you're pregnant right now, or you've been trying to get pregnant, these two together usually mean fertility and pregnancy. This is the 9 months, and this is the pelvic area of the body. Now, it is showing as upside down, the 3. That can mean problems with pregnancy or irregularities going on. This is telling me you're going to make changes for your own well-being. Now, if this is in regards to any kind of serious illness that may have affected you or someone close to you in the past, this is telling me there's a turnaround. It's also directing me to the pelvic area of the body, or anywhere from the esophagus right down, but not including the lungs and the heart. Nothing to do with the head, lungs or heart. But it can include the spine, the lower back, the bladder, the bowel, all of that. So if there has been stuff like that, now it still could be the energy of somebody that passed over. Yeah. So if you are wanting to get pregnant again, you've just mentioned that, there may be a little hiccup, but the 9 of Hearts is telling me that there will be a pregnancy. And do you want to know what it is? Because I can see what it is down here. I'm seeing if you've already got a child, and it's a boy, this would probably be another boy, I'm thinking. But yeah, so as we move down in the month, so we've got a bit of August and September going on here. So you're transitioning from something tough, somebody who's been letting you down, possibly no faith in yourself at times, thinking, oh, this is always just not going to work or whatever. This is where something's turning around for the better, and then it gets better, gets better, gets better. Everything's like starting to go the way you want. Now you actually have 4 7s in this reading. Go and buy a lottery ticket. If there's 77 million or 7 million or something being held on the 7th of September, some kind of big draw or something, I suggest you go and buy a ticket in that, because I've never seen 4 7s come out, to be honest. They're not all together, but they're in this one reading. So they've all come to the top of the deck. So all of the stress and struggles where somebody else changes the plan, the red 7s tell me that you're going to start making firm decisions about your health, about your love life, about what you want. And you're starting to come strong with what you want. Now, we do have these 2 black cards sitting here. This could be any kind of legal thing going on. This would represent a lawyer. This would represent legal or insurances or something like that. So there may be something coming to a close here, and it's in your favor because the ace is up. So that could be finishing school, that could be finishing up on a job, whatever. There's something coming to a close. It's got something official about it. that's about all I'm seeing there. Let's move on to some tarots. Have we got time? Yeah, we got 3 minutes, so we'll look at some tarots now. Yeah, it looks like you definitely are. And if you've had any kind of health things going on, something bugging you, something that you're worried about, like mum or dad had cancer or they had something wrong and it all came from stress and stuff like that, there is a worry that that's been on your mind that you could end up developing whatever. But it looks like you're turning your health around, you're turning your love life around, you're turning things around. I like it. I like it. Anyway, let's see more for, I'm just saying your name in my head. Make sure these are upright. Now we're going to do 3 from the top, 3 from the bottom because time is pressing on here. And I spend a lot of time with my strength, my forte, which is the poker deck. Nice. Okay, so we have the 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, and the 8 of Wands. Now, financially speaking, this could be you purchasing a house, getting a new job, investing in some shares, buying a car, whatever. Whatever it is, it's something you've been waiting for, something you've been moving towards. It could be a new job, whatever. This would be all the conversations and all the paperwork and everything getting done and secure. If you are thinking anything to do with a relationship, this is some kind of celebration within a relationship. This is something that makes your wishes coming true. It's also the 9 of Cups, which is the 9 of Hearts, which is pregnancy. The 10 of Diamonds would be the family celebrating. The 8 of Wands would be a sickly pregnancy. So it would be where you've got to be careful what you eat, what you do, what supplements you're using, if you're using any. But yeah, it could be where you're quite ill with the pregnancy in the beginning. And I know some women that are vomit babies. They have vomit babies where they're sick all the time. And yeah. So then down here we have Justice or the Libra star sign. We have something to do with earth signs in your reading, Lily. Because we got the Queen of Pentacles, which is Taurus, Capricorn or Virgo. And then we got the King of Pentacles. So I feel that the two of these together have some sort of balance coming in. Now it could mean 2 children, it could mean back-to-back children, it could mean twins. Not really picking up on twins, although you did have 4 sevens. But there's nothing negative in the tarots for you that's coming up. In actual fact, it looks like things going your way, wishes coming true, some kind of wedding or celebration coming up. This here could be husband and wife. It could be boss and employee or 2 bosses together and some sort of binding contract sitting there with justice. Something happening in the way that you need it to happen. So that's what we got there. And the bell's going to go any second now. Bang. All right, so let's just quickly do these and think about 2 yes and no's. And up next we have GRAM. GRAM, can you put your question on the screen, please, GRAM? Okay, Lily, so think about 2 yes and no questions. I'll try and answer it with a yes or a no. If we don't get a yes or a no, I'll just read out what messages you've got. Sometimes the questions we ask, we either already know the answer or we shouldn't be asking the question in the first place. Okay, we've got a maybe, yes. So I'm giving you a maybe yes on the first one. Second one, we've got a yes, a no, and a yes. So we got a yes, sort of, and we got a maybe yes. So 2 maybe yeses. Your last messages to finish off are about the 2 faces. The 2 faces are dark and light. Now this could be 2 people. One person is all for this situation. The other person's no, I'm going this way. So it can be where you're feeling a bit torn between 2 people, 2 situations, 2 jobs, two ways of thinking. You're getting a little bit lost in translation here, so maybe somebody's not listening or you're not listening clearly. So something's a bit of a bother at the moment, but you will have stability in the home life. So this is showing stability, contentment coming towards the home life. You might be also being told to spend a bit more time with family or at home and just chilling out for a little while. You've got the soulmate connection here. The swans are for life, so there could be a wedding coming up. We then have somebody trying to sabotage or ruin plans. That would be in line with those black sevens that I've seen at the beginning, where somebody's trying to ruin something. We have a fertility, sexual card and desire card coming out as well. So we got stability and long term, and we got sexual desire thing sitting here. But we got this. I hope it's not going to rain right now because this roof is open. I'll have to move under there if it's going to start raining. I thought that I could hear rain. Okay. Yeah, anyway, you've got the rats in the middle of things. Rats sabotage things, they ruin things. But it looks like you come out shining on whatever it is. GRAM, we're looking at love for you today. Okay, so let's cross off Lily. Thank you so much, Lily, for joining us. Hopefully we see you again. So GRAM, after that we'll have James with his 2 minis. James, if you're still alive, still awake, let's get that cracking. All right, here we go. GRAM. So it's Gerardo, isn't it? I'm making sure it's GRAM and not that other one, Gerda. Usually when you come online, Gerda comes online. I get the 2 of you mixed up, even though the names are totally different. All right, GRAM. Gerardo, what's coming towards Gerardo in love? It's actually 10 to 12 here in Australia. So you must be overseas, Lily. Yeah, it's 10 to 12 here. So I'll be finishing up in the next hour or so. And then I've got a cake to make when I get home. Got an 18th birthday cake. All right, GRAM, I'm just going to start the clock. I haven't even started the clock, GRAM. I've got to start the clock, haven't I? For some reason, I forgot to start it. All right, GRAM, what's coming in love? Let's focus on Gerardo and love. James, can we get your first question on the screen so Nina can get it ready, please? Gerardo, Gerardo, that's how we spell it. Gerardo! Are you online looking for somebody, or are you going out somewhere? Because we got these, which is like surprise invitations and people gathering. I don't know if this is a sporting event or what they have next door here. Trivia. Once a week they have a trivia night in here. I've never gone in there because most people go in there with their partners or in groups. And pretty much if I went in there by myself, I'm not going to win. So you've got to have people where you're working in groups. But yeah, I feel like you're going to be going out somewhere, and as a result, a new friendship starts. It could be a sexual connection. We do have nighttime activity going on here, and we have you feeling very pleasantly surprised, but also very comforted at home. So I'm not seeing an actual full-on relationship, but I'm definitely seeing socializing with friends and making a new friend. Now, there's no male or female showing up. The Jack can be male or female, a young energy. But I feel that the Jack is showing up to show me if somebody says, hey, Gerardo, do you want to come out tonight? We're all going down to have a few beers. Or, hey, Gerardo, we're all going to watch the basketball. So if there's invitations to go somewhere, I would say that you need to go. There may be birthday celebrations coming up. There may be a wedding coming up. I know you were asking about love, but this could have something to do with your work, where $3 turning into $8 turning into $10. So it's where money's going up and up and up in a good way. It's not going out the door, it's coming in. You're going to get some good news coming in. You're going to be pleasantly surprised with whatever this news is. I'm wondering if that Jack of Spades is representing your nephew, and maybe he's going to get released. Yeah, so let's see what else we've got for you. Gerardo, have you already got children, or if you find somebody, would you be possibly having children? Because if you are, you've got a baby boy sitting here in the future. There is something that's a bit tough to take, and it distracts you from your journey. But then once you get on the journey again, you've got a lot of wishes coming true, outings, going places, things like that. September might be a tough time for you and the family for some reason. There's a lot of discussion going on. There's a lot of problems going on. The only other way of looking at this is that the person you're possibly going to meet may have lost a pregnancy or lost a child in a previous relationship or a marriage or something like that. So you may meet somebody that needs your loving care, kind of thing. Yeah. But you've actually got a sequence here. Up the top, you've got baby girl. Down the bottom, you've got baby boy. But they don't exist yet. It's not something that's there. I mean, like I said, you could already have a child, which you've said no. But this is sort of saying something to do with a pregnancy that doesn't happen or is lost, a pregnancy that happens, baby boy, and then a difficult pregnancy or can't have babies anymore. And we've got the doctor sitting in the middle of it. So I don't know why that's coming out when I'm looking at a love reading for you. I'm wondering whether it's something to do with the person that you meet up with. So let's get some tarots on the table and see if we can get more information on who this is that you're meeting up with. All right. Gerardo wants to know, in regards to love, what's coming his way? Where, when, who? What's coming towards Gerardo in love? And let's just try and keep the focus on love and relationships. What's coming towards Gerardo in love? The trouble is, Gerardo, if something's coming up in between all of that, or you meet somebody and then something's coming up, which is that's what that looked like, and something that's hectic or hard to take, it's going to drop in. All right, so let's just do these the same way, but we'll do 3. We won't do your name, sorry. All right, to start the reading, we've got strength. Now, it could be a Leo energy that's going to come into your picture, but then we have the burdens and everything overloaded, and you're very stressed about something. You're being told to trust your own instincts. If somebody asks you for something and you just can't, say no. If something you want to go out with a particular person, somebody else is asking you to keep working or whatever, just say, look, not this week, but next week I can help you. Today I'm doing something for me. So I feel like if you get a hold of your busy lifestyle, any burdens that you got that you're facing, and start doing stuff that your instincts is telling you what to do, then things will start to flow. You're trying to manifest that person into your world. I actually don't have anybody on the table that has come out, apart from the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight, a lot of people will say that's a male. I always say that the pages and the Knights just represent the energy, whereas the Kings and the Queens normally are male, female. This to me could be male, could be female. If it is, whoever it is, they may work in money, so they may be a banker, they may work in the stock market, they may sell houses or cars, or they might work in medical and caregiving. So they might be looking after people in their own homes, or they might be a nurse, or they might be a doctor, or they might even be working with animals as a veterinary surgeon, or they might be a physiotherapist. So that's what they would do in their work. The description of them would be probably light brown or blonde hair, blue or green eyes, fair skin to olive skin, and this person would be very particular with what they wear. They would always make sure that if they're carrying a red handbag, that their shoes are red. or their belt's red. You know, like they would match things. So they would take particular care with what they want. They're also on some kind of learning journey themselves. I'm wondering whether this Nine of Spades, Nine of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles, which is the left out energy, is showing me somebody who has gone through something very tough, and then you meet them. You'll have a bit of a battle on your hands here. Now, this is normally comes up when somebody's in their own mind having a fight with themselves about what they want and what's right and what's wrong. But at the end of the day, you've got the Judgment card, which is you're going to make a decision, you're going to go for it, and they're going to make a decision. And this is also where you have success and victory in a situation. And this is the new beginnings. I feel this is the invitation, either you inviting somebody or somebody inviting you. At the bottom of the deck, we had the Page of Pentacles, the invitation. We have the Two of Cups, you coming together with somebody, but for some reason we've got that Ten of Swords sitting there. So every time I see something to do with two people connecting, a romance starting, or going out, enjoying yourself, the poker deck was actually a lot more positive than what I'm seeing here in the tarots. I just think that the person you meet is going to have come through something that's hard to take or hard to get a hold of. Okay, so let's just get some more information on that. Up next we've got James with a double mini. So James, can you put your question on the screen, please? I just want more information for Gerardo and this possible connection. I mean, the fact that you got that underneath the deck and the offer right next to it, there is definitely a connection. I think it's just trying to describe, because I said who, what do they do, where, when. Yeah. So you had triple nines, I think. Did you have triple nines in that last? I know you had two nines. So it might talk about September time where something's happening. All right, more information for you. 3 from the top, 3 from the bottom. There we go. There she is. We have the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So when it's meant to happen, it'll happen. No matter what you decide, this is you trying to decide which way to go. You've got you picking your journey. You may be picking between more than one person. So if you are on things like dating apps and things like that, you may be looking through who's online. Do I like this person? Do I like that person? You may actually find two that you're debating about. You get a little bit confused as to which way you want to go. Then you make a firm decision. It's where you're meant to be. This is fate calling you. This is karma. This is where you're meant to go. And then we have the Knight and the Queen of Cups sitting side by side. Nice combination. So it finally is coming, but there's a bit of drama in between it all. Anyway, that's your reading. Thank you so much. Let's do yes and no with the Lenormand deck for you. So 2 questions, Gerardo, just think about them in your mind. And then up next, we're up to James. Oh, we've got a different question there. I won't read it yet. I'm just focusing on these 2 questions for Gerardo. Just then, that was very strange. A man came, I'm assuming he came from the... behind me, if you look, there's a whole load of gambling stuff in there, horse racing, dog racing, whatever. He came from in there, and there's all sports TVs and everything in there. He came in, he stood right beside me, watching the TV behind me, where the TVs are out there. He didn't do anything. He looked across at what I was doing, and then he went out of here again. So, he must have been thinking, what's that woman doing in there? She's talking to herself on the phone, because anybody looking at me, they can see me on the phone. And they probably think, who's she talking to? There's no one talking to her. All right, yes or no for Gerardo? Let's see. Hopefully we get a yes or a no. We got a yes, a no, and a maybe. Okay, so your first question, Gerardo, we've got new beginnings. It does mean baby. We've unfortunately got the snake here, someone being sly, deception, lying, sneaky, slithering around in the background, trying to ruin things. And then we've got the taking a chance or a gamble. So this is maybe, this is no, This is yes. So I can't give you a yes or no on that. All I can do is tell you the messages that I've seen. And bottom of the deck with your second question is yes, yes, and definitely yes. All right. Now your last messages about love, fortunately, are about love. This is finding that right person, stability, growth, happiness. It's like the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups rolled into one. It's also telling to keep your feet on the ground, make firm decisions, stick to it. We have wishes coming true now, something you've been hoping for. So whatever you're thinking about, there's something coming true. And you're giving your heart out to somebody very, very soon. So this is you being loyal and true to that one person. So, and it can mean that the person you meet is going to be like that as well. You know, hopefully they are. All right, I'm going to have a quick drink, and while I'm reading James's question, so that was G-Ram. So we're going to have James's 2 questions, Anna Delia with her detailed reading, and then I'll probably shut down for the day. Unless somebody else jumps on and wants a reading, because I've got a strange feeling that the people that work here are very shortly going to come in here. Now, James or Anadilia, don't worry. If people do come in here, just send me the messages on WhatsApp. Anadilia, you're on WhatsApp, aren't you? So just send them there. And if you're not on WhatsApp, Anadilia, just send me an email with your question and I will record it for you, okay? And James, I had a really strange thing happen yesterday. I don't think you were online when I told people about it. I did 3 recordings in that room where the music's playing, and they were unlisted, and I wasn't turning the money thing on. They were unlisted. They were just recordings to send to clients. And the 2 I did for Chris both got copyright written on them. And one of them had the $ red and it said copyright restriction. The other one, the $ was black and it had copyright on it. Now the third one I did with music playing had nothing on it. It said unlisted and no restriction. And I thought, how is that possible? And then I got an email saying that one song, now at least 20 songs played in those 3 videos, one song was identified by somebody and they wanted, if I got money off that video, they want the money. Anyway, just a bit of useless information while I'm online. Oh, JD donated. Okay, well, JD. Okay, all right. So James, 2 minis. You saw Corey for the first time since last year at yoga. She's a massage therapist. We had a nice interaction. I feel like there's a mutual attraction. What's her feelings and intentions? Okay, James, I know we always ask about Patty, but I'm feeling like at the moment Patty's not ready, and maybe this is what you need to be doing, exploring somebody else for a while. And what's the bet if you explore somebody else, Patty comes in? It always happens. Okay, so let's see, James with a mini read. Show me Corey. James met up with Corey at yoga. I remember you asking about her last year, near Christmas time, I think it was. You said you met this person. You weren't really sure whether she was married or single or anything, if that's the same one. I'm pretty sure it was Corey. How's Corey? What's she feel when she sees James and that? What's her feelings? Does she think anything forward? What's going on with Corey and James? They've had a nice interaction. What's her feeling? Okay, so the first card out is what is she feeling? What does she think when she's seen you? She wants to make plans. This is where 2 people talk about seeing each other next week, or after class maybe going and having a coffee or go for a walk somewhere, or let's say that you're at the, did you say it was yoga? Yeah, yoga. Okay, so let's say that you're at the yoga class and you make plans to go somewhere else. Like you say, oh, there's an expo on and I'm going to go to that. Were you thinking of going into that? All the people that do massage and Reiki and all of that, they're all going to that. And she goes, oh yeah, I'm going there. Oh, well, do you want to share, do you want me to pick you up? Or, you know, I feel like this is just talking about going other places together, not so much about going one-on-one and talking about relationships. I just think that this is doing some more things other than yoga together. She's got some kind of roadblock here when she thinks about you, so she puts a bit of a wall up thinking, is it the right timing, is it the right person? So there's something in the back of her mind that she's sort of got some other thing going on. You got this energy here. The Nine of Diamonds is usually something sharp, quick, unexpected that happens. And then we got it followed by the Soulmate card. So I'm asking what she thinks and feels about you. I think she wants to spend more time with you, but she's not too sure. I think that's showing hesitation on her part that, I don't know. I don't know if he likes me that way. I don't know, you know. But I'm surprised at the Soulmate card sitting on the end of it. So maybe she does feel something, some kind of connection. Now, when I said there's something else going on in the background, when I looked at the bottom, the next set of cards, I haven't looked at the bottom of the deck yet, she got this. So this is where somebody else changes how she feels. So let's say that she went to her girlfriend's house after she finished yoga and she said, remember that guy I met last year? Me and him had a nice talk. I think he's into me and that. Maybe her friend said, oh, look, forget about him. You know, he didn't even contact you or whatever, you know. I just feel like this is somebody else trying to change her mind on how she feels about something. It's also where she might be dealing with somebody who's very, very ill at the moment, a female. She may have just lost somebody as well, her grandmother or grandfather or somebody may have passed. I just feel that this is some kind of negative thing. It's either somebody influencing her away from the connection or it's something that distracts her from a connection. So let's see what's in the bottom. Nice. Okay, it starts off with that black six again. So she's got the black sixes. The sixes is about parenting. So she may actually have children. So if she's already got children or something, she may think, oh, I like him and that. I don't know about my children knowing about this. Yeah, so I don't know if you know whether she's already had kids or maybe she can't have kids, and that's why we've got black sixes here. But sixes is usually about doing the right thing, taking responsibility, parenting. Okay, and I'm going to have to plug in this battery because this phone is... That should help. Just turn it on. Yep. All right. But bottom of the deck, we end with the Nine of Hearts, which is coming true. Now, I'm feeling like because we've got sixes, sevens, eights, nines, what she feels and thinks is meeting you at yoga. There's groups of people, you all socialise in the same kind of circle. Maybe doing some more of that outside of the yoga class. So next time you see her, hopefully next week, maybe put that invitation out there. Now there is another alternative to this, why that black stuff's coming out. It could be, even though I asked what she feels or thinks about you, it could be you feeling like it will be wrong of you to pursue anything too much with her because you're wanting Patty. So it may be your own mind saying, I really like her, there's a connection there, I feel like she likes me, I want to take her somewhere, but then there will be this concern on your part about Patty. So I don't know. Because for how many months we've been asking solely about Patty, really. Let's just do a yes and no question with Lenormand messages from the bottom. All right, and can we get your second question on the screen, please, James? I booked a massage with her tomorrow. How will that go? Okay. Ooh, interesting. So that's nice. You'll feel her energy as well, though. And you can just tell when someone's talking to you. Anyway, just think about a yes or no question in your mind. I suggest that you think about something to do with this Corey. Don't divert onto Patty because we got the energy of Corey. All right, here we go. Yes or no for James, and 3 last messages on the whole Corey thing. I might have to get the attention of somebody that works here to say they need to shut the roof because it looks like it's going to rain very, very soon. I might look at my phone at the weather map. Okay, the answer to your question is yes, whatever it was. You've got lucky, you've got invitations and messages going on, and you've got somebody that either is very, very desiring of you and you're also desiring back of them. So if this is anything to do with that Corey, it's really nice, and it's being lucky, being in the right place at the right time. Who knows, James, it might be, the Patty thing might just be for a later date. Bottom of the deck, just last messages on the whole Corey thing. We've got you putting your heart out there, so you've got you as the stud guy, the stud, Mr. Fabio. And then we got you showing up at the bottom of the deck as Mr. True and Faithful, and let's just go down the garden path together. It might be a bit of a challenge to get off this bridge, to get over here with this person, but it's all going to be about the timing with this person. If you ask at the right time, it's going to happen. Okay? All right, so let's look at the second one. Anna Delia, if it's okay with you, can I do JD next, just in case those people come in, and I will send your, if I have to go out of here, I'll record your reading and send it to you personally. Just confirm if that's okay with you. If not, I'll just continue on. If the people come in, I'll just have to keep going. At this stage, nobody's came in here, so we've got good timing, so I'll keep moving. So James, you've booked a massage. James has booked a massage with this lady, Corey. How will that go? What will the energy be between James and Corey when he has a massage from her tomorrow? She might just be friendly and nice, James, and like everybody, she wants to earn some money. You want to go there and have a massage. But let's see what we get. This time I'm going to do it 3-3-3. It's getting really cold and all the sun's gone. How's the massage going to go? What the hell? Pain and stress and hidden, and there's you arriving. You're there for your health, your well-being. I don't know if some kind of conversation that's uncomfortable is going to happen, or she's going to reveal something about an ugly past of hers, or you're going to talk about your disorder that you have, or the pain that you get from that. But this is usually about pain, frustration, anger, something hidden. The next 3 are black again. But this can be talking about work and progress and just sort of boring, you know, like let's talk about this and that. It also could be a roadblock where you and her are just not saying whatever it is you want to say. Then we got this talk of going somewhere, but then we got all black. The whole lot, apart from that one, were black. So let's see what's at the bottom. We'll do the same again, 3 rows of 3. The whole lot are red. What's going to happen? Contentment, a nice relaxing massage, you feeling very powerful and you thinking about things, a friendship being struck, a nice surprise coming up, possible invitation or talking about something else. you may find out that she's married. Maybe that's why all the cards were black. Maybe if you're going to her home to have it done, or even if you're going to a business, maybe you should go, oh, my husband's coming to pick me up for lunch, or my boyfriend's coming, so maybe that's why it was black. Maybe she brings something up. This is very confusing, James. So I'm going to reshuffle because this is showing two people, friendship, sex, fun, wanting to go places and do things with each other. So it's even showing pregnancy, babies, fertility, baby girls, and you're the one that's been told about twins and baby girls all the time. This is underneath the deck. I don't understand why. So I'm going to reshuffle the whole lot and say, show me, apart from the massage, is there anything happening? Okay, the worker's coming in here now. Is there anything happening tomorrow with this massage with Corey? And I'm putting your name down. I'm smiling because I don't know what the hell all those black cards were about. Maybe it's fear, maybe it's talking about your disorder that you've had, maybe it's talking about the pains, I don't know. What's going to happen? You're going to go there, you're going to do a business transaction, you're going to have this massage, you're going to feel very comforted, very relaxed, you're going to talk about things, you're going to talk about plans for the future. See you next week. I might come weekly for this massage, or would you like to come to me and have a Reiki session with me? You've got 2 sevens here, James. Double sevens. This is making plans and things going the way you want them to go, and you feeling very secure in this. So I don't know what the hell the black cards were all about. Let's have a look at tarots. Up next is, did Anna Dilia, that's okay? Okay. JD, can we get your question on the screen, please? JD, if you're okay with it, I could go to another room and record your reading and send it to you and turn this thing off. So JD, I need to know if JD's okay with that. Okay, James, let's just see you having this massage with Corey. What's going to eventuate from that? Well, you just happened to get my favourite card in the deck, the Sun. You've got Strength, you've got 9 of Cups, you've got Victory and Success. You've got one negative card with the stress and the burdens. Now, that could be to do with you're going there for a massage, you've got an ache in your back or your neck or something like that. And it could also represent work and talking and working things out. And you've also got this hanging around card sitting there. So you're going to be waiting for more, or she's going to be waiting for more. But I'm thinking it's going to go very well, and I think it's going to lead on to more. Remember, you had a reading probably a month ago or something, and I said something about JD. Is JD there, please? JD, I need you to send me an email or let me know if you want me to return your money, because I'm going to have to move from this room. Yeah, James, I'm thinking that I said something about you not necessarily getting a new woman or anything and moving completely on from Patty, but I said something about you starting to socialise with other people and joining a group of something. So she might go to some other group. She might do yoga, but she might have a walking group, or she might have a swimming group, or you know what I mean? So I'd be finding out what other things she does and go, oh, I'm really interested. Could I tag along? You know? So I think that it's showing me that there may be some tough things that you talk about or something, or some stuff that's hidden, or you don't really say anything. But where it's progressing, it looks like it's going to be a friendship. It's going to work out. JD, I want to find stable. JD, I can't do your reading in here right now. So do you want me to return your money to you, or do you want to email me and I'll send you back a link to the email that you send me? Do you want to send me an email with your question And right now I'll go to a different room, I'll record it, and I'll send it to you via that, because I can't go live in the other area because there's music playing. There's nobody in the section next to me, so I can go in there first and see if the music's turned off. If it's turned off, I'll go online again. Yeah, so JD, yeah, there's a whole load of people in here behind me. See how they're all gathering? I can't do readings in here with those people in here. So JD, you've got a choice. I can reverse the money back to you in PayPal, and we can do it another time. I won't be online till next week. Yeah, because tomorrow we're not coming to the club. We're not doing stuff tomorrow. And we'll probably be painting and building and that tomorrow while I'm working on the cake and stuff. Oh, I'm working on the cake today. Yeah, JD, I need an answer from you. Mama B, can you find out the answer? I'm going to hang up on this. So JD, either I'm returning the money, if I can. I should be able to reverse it back. And the other thing I can do is email me at psychicbetty@gmail. Okay, email me your question, JD, right now, and I'll record it in the other room. I'm just going to go to the bathroom, pack up, and I'm going to relocate to the other room, and straight away I'll do your reading. And the same for you, Anadilia. Anadilia, you're on my WhatsApp. Send me the question in WhatsApp, please, Anadilia, and I'll record it for you and I'll link it to WhatsApp, okay? Anyway, thank you everyone. Thank you Chris and Bethel and Mama B. Thank you so much for all your help. I should be back on next week. All right, take care. Bye for now.